come along with me to naturally dye my yarn using dandelions. Obviously, first step is gathering dandelions. I don't have a yard, so I took myself down to a local park. Little water break. And then back to the hard work of gathering. I know it doesn't look hard here, but I spent probably half an hour, and by the end of all the like sitting up, standing down, bending over, I was starting to get dizzy. So like 80 degrees when I was doing this. Making a wish for more dandelions so I'm not stealing from the bees. And then I headed home. And look at all the color on my hand after gathering, like bright yellow. Okay, so now I'm rinsing the dandelions just because it's a public park. You don't know where these have been. Now I fill up the pot with water. And I make sure all the dandelions are submerged. Then I heat this on medium heat until it's a simmer, not a rolling boil. A rolling boil will degrade the pigment. Like just listen to the bubbling in the next clip, but see how you don't see rolling bubbles. I let the dye cool for about an hour, and then I strain out the flowers and press the excess dye out. And then I add some yarn that I already pre-mordanted with alum into the cool dye pot. You never want to introduce non-superwash yarn into a hot dye pot because that could cause felting. And then I slowly heat it, again, not quite to boiling, and leave it on heat for an hour. I then leave the yarn to cool in the dye pot overnight, come back the next morning still in my pajamas to remove the yarn from the now cool dye pot and get to rinsing it. I rinse the yarn until it runs clear. With natural dyes, this is just going to take more time than with commercial acid dyes. When I use acid dyes, usually even just the first rinse is clean, and if not the first, the second or the third. This was probably like 10 rinses before it ran clear. But with patience and time, it did eventually run clear. I included this little clip as proof. And then I don't have a spin dryer or even a salad spinner, so I let my yarn dry by hanging it up and having a shower curtain and a tub to catch the drips. And then I didn't want to have to wait to show you, so these are some skeins I dyed a couple days prior. The first one is a 200% weight of goods, and the second is just what was left over in the dye bath after that first skein. Yay for natural dyeing!